Good evening, everybody. Dave with Renko Kings here. Thanks for checking us out. Renko Kings provides you with simple, clear entries. It's July 22nd, about 10:45 p.m. We're looking at the micro NQ, and it's about 10:45 p.m. And what I'm looking at here is we've got full stair stepping in place here, and we've also broken through this low, this support area here. So I'm just waiting to see if we get any kind of nice looking retracement here, okay? And if we do, if it's a nice clean looking retracement, because we had this nice bounce off of the trend line and a clean movement, and if we get a nice clean retracement with a signal, I might be interested in taking an entry. So let's just wait and see. What kind of price action we get here. Okay.
Order submitted.
That's a sell stop order I just placed, and just
MNQ trade alert.
got a question from somebody how to do that. I think that was Joe who had asked me that, and you have to have a 3-button mouse, Joe, to do that. You hold down the control key and you push the
Order
MNQ
filled.
sell signal 3
center button. Okay. Let me go ahead and mark this. Mark my trade. If you're going to do a modified entry, you're just going to do a limit order, and you're just going to do a left click of the mouse of where you want to place that. So if you want to place it at the neck or a tick or two in front, well, then you would just find your spot. You know, if you're going to go short, and you would just left click the mouse in your spot, and your order would be waiting there. So we got our first target waiting down there at 26 ticks.
Target filled.
Nice. Nice. Got our first target. Next target is sitting at 26 ticks. I'm sorry, 52 ticks. Just looking to see what kind of resistance we have sitting out there. Nice. Nice. Got our second target. And I'm probably gonna pull my stop back because I'm assuming this is gonna retrace. That's a long ways. Third target sitting out at 100 ticks. Well, this pivot point down here is really about at this low, so I'm actually gonna bring this stop down to break even. maybe just a few ticks above this wick right here, this little wick right here. I'm going to bring it a tick above it, and that's all I'm going to give it. So that's 4 ticks. That's all I'm willing to give it. I don't want to give up all this profit. Because where this came to is almost tick for tick for this right here. And I don't like that this was not able to break through this bottom. So this might be saying, hey, this is a double bottom and this run is over. And if it is, I don't want to give up all of this 26 and only end up with 52. So I'm willing to take a little bit of loss, a little bit of pain, but under the circumstances of where this ended, I'm only going to give it a little bit more. And if that closes down, then I'll bring my stop to just above that pivot. The high is 20 1/4, so I can bring it to break even. But it's got to first close down.
MNQ, sell signal 3.
Okay, so it closed down. So all risk is off the trade at this point. So I can't make any less than this right here, which is 78 ticks. Even if this turns around and stops me out, I've got 78 ticks. And the last one is a break even. And if I want, I can go ahead and I can start trailing the bar close indicator if I want. So I've got 10 locked in on the third contract.
Stop filled.
Okay, there it is. Nice trade. I'm happy with that. $88 ticks. 88 ticks times 50 cents on the micro NQ. $44. Nice little trade. And that is considerably
MNQ trade alert.
Considerably quick trade for evening. What is that, about 15, 16 minutes to be in and out in an overnight trade, overnight session? That's, you know, that was moving pretty good.
MNQ trade alert.
So let me just turn the connection off so it's not talking over me. Okay, so let's review this for a second. Okay, so what happened here? Okay, let's kind of break this logic down. Okay, so you can see this high over here before this red vertical line here is the end of session line, right? Okay, so you had this high before the session ended. Okay, kind of trailed down into the end of the session, right? You had the end of session, and then the overnight session started, and what happened? We were not able to put in a new high here. Okay, do you see that? So right away you should be a little suspect that you should be saying, we weren't able to break this high right here. And then we put in a lower high. We got below the pivot, and below the pivot we put in a double top. Okay. You know, we came up, kissed the pivot again, and then we have all this price action underneath the trend line. Okay. Came back, tried to get, we got above the trend line, tried to get back up above the pivot again, okay? But what happened? This high couldn't break this high. And this high, we already know, couldn't break this high up here. And then what do? We put in this beautiful stair stepping here, got below the pivot, and then got below the trend line, okay? So on number 3, we came down, put in this nice bounce off of the trend line, came down, broke this support right here, and what did I say when I was looking at the setup for this trade? Okay. Put in this bounce off the trend line. Yes, it's really nice that we had full stair stepping in place. But look what it gave us. Okay. It gave us this nice, long, clean, decisive move. Okay. And that's what I was looking for. Nice, long, clean, decisive move. Broke through this support. Retraced. Okay. The retrace was clean. It wasn't messy. Okay. And if you're not sure what I mean when I say a messy retracement, I mean something like this here. Okay. Where you retrace up and it hesitates. Okay. It goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. It hesitates. Okay. It's a clean move. Okay. Ideally, I would have loved to have seen a yellow signal, a longer retracement. But you got to take what the market gives you. You never know what the market's going to give you. Okay. And we got this yellow signal, and I took it. Okay. And we got our first target. We got our second target. Another clean retracement. But what did I say? We're always looking at both sides of the coin. All right. And what I said was, look where this thing ended right here. Almost tick for tick for where this low was. So that made me worry that a double bottom's in place and this thing might be turning around. And that price action might want to get above the trend line and get back up above the pivot again and try and get above the pivot. We don't know. Okay, but I can tell you that this continuation failed just like I thought that it might, and it started to retrace back up towards the trend line. Okay, so I did the right thing. I stayed to the conservative side. I trailed my last contract and I took what I could out of the trade. So we got an extra 10 ticks on the last contract. So 26, 52, and 10 is 88 ticks. The micro NQ is 50 cents a tick, so that's $44. Total of 88 ticks on the trade. So this is a real nice trade. So if you guys have any questions, please send in your emails. And I hope this explanation helps out your own trading. Okay, I hope that you're taking notes when you watch these trades, and you're trying to learn from what I'm doing so you can apply these techniques to your own trades. Okay, nowhere in here did I just blindly come in and take a yellow signal because a red signal because a red signal just randomly appeared on the chart. No, there was logic, there was thought. Okay, I was building a case to why I wanted to take this setup. Okay, and again, we only have 3 setups to learn. Okay, this setup was stair stepping. Okay, this setup was based off of stair stepping. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have stair stepping. We have Renko Kings double bottoms and double tops. And the third one is Renko Kings breakouts. Okay, those are the only 3 setups that you have to learn. Okay, but let me make it clear. You do not just randomly take a yellow, blue, red, or teal entry signal when it appears on your screen. That's not how my software works, okay? We use logic for all of our setups to help filter out those entry signals. Okay, the software cannot filter out everything, because if the software filters out, if we have the software start filtering everything out, it's going to filter out good and bad. As soon as you have it start taking out bad ones, it's going to take out good ones too. Okay, so when you purchase the software, it comes with over 2 hours of videos explaining how to use the software, how to set up the software, and explains how to use the 3 setups. Okay, so I hope that explanation helps. If you have any questions, please go ahead and send me an email. I'm always happy to help. You guys have a nice night.